had everything going for them. Great jobs, great families, but they were each hiding something that came close to destroying their lives. In day 2 of our special series, Secrets, Telling My Truth, we take you inside their hidden worlds. Lisa Smith seemed to have it all. After graduating from law school, she landed a job as a powerful attorney in the City of Dreams, New York.
It was, life in the big time. It was the first time I lived in Manhattan.
Jen Simon was the supermom, capable of handling childcare and drop-offs with the greatest of ease. But Lisa and Jen were harboring secrets. For Lisa, it started when she became overwhelmed by work. She was looking to take the edge off.
I felt completely unprepared. Sort of progressed to, from 2 glasses of wine a night to getting closer to a bottle, to then starting to wake up and say, did I open a second bottle last night? And looking and finding that I had.
Jen's secret life began between playdates. Pills, she said, helped her get through the day.
I started using pills about 6 months after my son's birth. I had some pain problems, and when I went to my doctor, he prescribed Percocets. And the Percocet made me feel less anxious and less depressed, so I immediately started taking it every day.
Jen and Lisa both say their hidden habits started innocently enough, but soon the need for just one drink, just one pill, spun out of control.
At my peak, I was drinking at least 2 bottles of wine a day. I had to buy from my dealer probably about 4 grams a week, 5 grams a week of cocaine.
No one knew that I was addicted to pills because I could still function when I took them. I would take up to a dozen painkillers and a half a dozen anxiety drugs every day. I would take them out on a play date on the playground.
Today, Jen and Lisa say they're clean. Jen went through rehab and now manages her stress with the help of a psychiatrist. Lisa went through rehab too. Today, she's sober, married, and in addition to being a lawyer, is pursuing a new love, writing. Jen and Lisa say coming clean about their secrets allowed them to heal and set them free.
It's better when you can live without the secret, without that weight around your neck.
Well, Lisa has written about her struggle in her new book, Girl Walks Out of a Bar. And Lisa Smith and Jen Simon are here with us now. Thank you so much for being here. It's scary to talk about that, I'm sure, or write about it in a book. How is it that a lawyer, a high-functioning lawyer, can be drinking 2 bottles of wine a day and scoring drugs from a dealer?
Yeah. It is a progressive thing, so it was really a 10-year spiral. And by the end of that spiral, I couldn't get out of bed without having a drink. So when I had a drink and then backed it up with some cocaine to straighten the effects of the alcohol out, that was how I could function.
That got you to normal.
Yes.
How do you find a drug dealer when you're a normal lawyer? Like you're not somebody who's hanging out in the back alleys, I assume.
No, but I think they're all over the place, and bars. Mostly.
And no one knew? You'd go to the office, you'd function, people couldn't tell that you'd been drinking or taking cocaine?
No, and the last 18 months were really the drinking and cocaine together. It was a 10-year slide, so by then I was, circling the drain by the end, and it had to end.
What do you think it was that made you, start abusing these substances?
Well, I have it in my family. I think there's a genetic component to the disease of addiction, and I was diagnosed with an underlying mental health issue of depression. And I think we have this pressure to have it all and to be perfect, and it's just too much.
Yep. I know she graduated top of her class in Northwestern, on the law review, and sort of you check off these boxes and feel like winning, and then spinning after that. Jen, you started with Percocet, right?
Yes.
And you told a story to our producers about starting to steal drugs from your friends.
I did. I visited multiple doctors. I was doctor shopping, and even that wasn't enough. And I asked my friends for their drugs, or for their pills, any sort of benzodiazepine like Xanax, any sort of opioid like Percocet I asked for. And I also took them out of their medicine cabinets or their nightstands when I didn't feel like I could ask them.
Did anyone ever catch you?
No, a friend saw me once shutting a drawer, and I made up a lie about how her drawer was out and I needed to put a wire away. But no one caught me, no one suspected. I was still taking care of my kids, making dinner. I'm also a writer. I was writing 5 or 6 articles a month.
Were you afraid? Were you afraid of being caught?
Absolutely, absolutely. I was very ashamed. And I thought I was alone. As a mother, I wasn't the picture that you think of when you think of a junkie, when you think of an addict. And I couldn't imagine living without my pills, so I didn't want anyone to know and to make me give them up.
But you finally told your husband. That was the first step for you?
I did. That was my first step, and that was the scariest but greatest thing that I've ever done. He was incredibly supportive. He helped me get help. He has been so wonderful through every step.
What is it like now speaking out, not only just revealing your secret, but like revealing it on television, right, in a book? What does that feel like?
It's incredibly scary, but at the same time, very rewarding. My world has completely opened up. Hundreds of women write to me. I wrote an article in the Washington Post last year, and since then, everything I've written, people contact me via Twitter, via Instagram, on my Facebook page, Jen Simon Writer, to tell me that they are going through the exact same thing. That when I tell my story, I tell their story.
You are not alone. There's comfort in knowing you are not alone. Are you still practicing law?
I'm still at a law firm. I'm on the administrative side, though, yeah.
Yeah, good, good. It's always good to get out of practicing law. What? What? No, there are a lot of very happy lawyers. I just don't know any personally. Thank you so much for being here. Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
And you can read more about Lisa's journey in that book we mentioned, Girl Walks Out of a Bar, which is a great title, by the way.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.